All right, guys, it's been such a long time since I have gone live on Instagram because Instagram hates me. But today I'm going to be talking about all why I regret hustling for more clients early in my business and how much it's changed my life since I stopped focusing on getting so many clients. I am always going to be going live on both my Facebook group, my Facebook business page, as well as on Instagram. So if you see me looking back and forth, that's why. I wanted to have this conversation today because I've been talking a lot lately about how we have gotten wrapped up into the hustle of internet business ownership. And I think that it is extremely easy to get kind of obsessed with getting clients because you feel like the more clients you get, the more money you're gonna get, right? And I feel like I watch so many business owners that I actually admire. You probably do this too. Tell me if you do this too. But I watch so many big business owners that I admire doing what seems like launching a brand new offer every single month and getting so many clients into those offers, right? This has been both inspiring for me though and also triggering for me because it kind of makes me feel the pressure to take on more clients than I can really honestly handle. And in fact, I think that this has always been my goal, is to follow along. Like, okay, all of these people are getting all of these damn clients. I should be getting 1,000,000 clients too. I'm back, yes. For those of you who don't know, Instagram was like no more lives for you. It was gone for like 2 weeks and it made me so sad. Okay, so for those of you who just joined, I'm just kind of talking about why I actually regret hustling for more clients really early in my business and how much my life has changed when I stopped kind of focusing on that. So some things that the need for more clients kind of made me feel like I needed to come up with more offers because, the current offers that I had wasn't necessarily filling up. So I'm like, okay, I need more clients, I need more income. So let me come up with a new offer to get even more clients. But I didn't always feel like I had the time to really figure out all of the important ways to make things go well. So even though I might have been getting clients for other random ass offers, I could not make all these things work really well. And I always felt like I was kind of playing catch up. I was always feeling like I was never settled and feeling safe and comfortable in my business. Even if one client just delayed my project by a day, it felt like my entire business would fall apart. So if you are feeling this way, then you understand where I'm coming from. This was something that I felt for a long time in my business. I had to really learn to get over the fear of, I had to really understand that more clients doesn't always necessarily mean that I'm going to make enough money. And I wanted to get over the fear of, if I have less clients, I'm going to have less money. I just needed to really adjust my expectations of what success really meant for my business. So this was a big thing that I had to really tackle early on. I really ended up learning from the challenge of, again, consistently feeling like I had to hustle and take on all these clients and start all these different things. What I ended up learning is that more clients doesn't necessarily mean more money, but it definitely always means more problems for me specifically. And I don't know if this happens for you. If you're not prepared to take them on anyway, especially if you're not prepared to take them on both mentally and operationally in your business. So if you don't have like systems in place to take on more clients, the more people that come in, the more it's going to magnify the chaos of your business. Emma said, yes, I felt this today, got the oracle cards out for guidance. Exactly. I feel like, and I'm going to say this again for those of you who just joined, when you take on more clients, I think the idea is, if I get more clients, that's going to mean more money. And yes, it can mean more money, but what it's always most certainly going to mean is more problems if you're not mentally ready to take on that capacity, or if operationally you cannot take on that capacity. And again, you guys are seeing all of these people launching something new every month. I see people launching something new every single month, and it makes me feel, and I'll kind of give you guys a little bit of backstory of how this really bogged me down in my own business. So in last year, June 2020, I had a month where I offered my first masterclass. I did 2 versions of a workshop. I still had my design business where I had, hey girl, I had my design business where I was offering probably 3 to 4 different packages, and I was offering one-on-one coaching. So it was like 5 or 6 different things that I was offering. But that month I hit a $16,000 month. So you know what that meant to me in my head. I was like, I made that much money because I offered 6 offers. That means the only way for me to replicate this, because the month before I had only made $8,000. So that means if I want to make this big money, which now at this point I'm like, I have to do this again, then that meant in my head at that time, you have to offer all of these damn offers. And I can tell you right now that when July rolled around, I was fucking exhausted. And I was exhausted because I had just gotten done doing 6 or 7 different damn offers, 3 of which were live events. I was so friggin' burnt out by the end of all those offers that I was afraid not to offer them, because I'm like, I just made the most money I've ever made in my life. And it was also because, I quit my job in July. I quit my job because I had a $16,000 month the month before. So now my fear was I just quit my damn job, and now I have to do 7 or 8 different offers to keep up with all the hype. But I did end up calming down, which, I did not keep all those offers. In fact, I realized something that I really wanted to do, and that was maybe I shouldn't be offering so many things, because all those clients kept coming to me. I was so stressed out trying to figure out, okay, that package, I promised this person I would deliver this in a month, and then this person I said I would deliver it this time, but I gave this one a special offer and this one a special deal. It was way too many moving parts for me to maintain. And I knew that I could not keep that up. If I wanted to get any sleep, which I was not getting at the time, if I wanted to feel safe in my business, which I wanted to feel at the time because I had just quit my full-time job, I knew that I really needed to figure out what I was going to do, and it wasn't taking on more clients. It honestly wasn't. For me, it was so stressful. I feel like a lot of things started falling through the cracks. And if you're kind of feeling like this now, where things are starting to fall through the cracks because you have taken on too many clients and now you can't keep up with all of them, you didn't really have the systems in place to manage them in the first place, but you were so happy to get them, right? Because it's income. So you say yes to everyone. You're like, yes, I got a client. But now you actually have to maintain and work with that client. And that's where the headache comes in. Oh, thank you so much about the energy. Thank you so much. But seriously, guys, I want, if you are starting to get to that point where you have taken on way too many people, and now you really feel like, oh, I need to hire a contractor, I need an assistant, I am not keeping up with things, I just dropped the ball, now that person's never going to work with me again. You don't want to let your business get to that point. If you cannot handle that capacity, then you cannot handle that amount of clients, and you shouldn't have to. We didn't get into business to overwork ourselves and work ourselves into the ground. We got into it for freedom, financial freedom, time freedom. And it's really hard to have time freedom when you're strapped to your desk because all of your time is tied to, you serving your clients, and you took on too many that you could actually serve healthily. So yesterday I went on a whole rant about how I created a handbook that's called Go From Burning Out to Blowing Out Your Income Goals. I did this specifically to help people kind of see how to create a business where you didn't have to take on too many. It's a free resource. The link is in my bio to grab the free resource. It's like the second link that you get to. I created it last night. I was up until like 1 o'clock in the morning making it. I didn't send it out to my email list like I was supposed to last night until today. I just sent it out to the email list in my Facebook group today. But the reason I made that resource is because it's basically me talking about the framework that I came up with to get out of this stress. And I didn't implement that framework until September of last year. So anyway, that's a resource for you guys. You got yours. Hey, I was so happy to put that damn thing out. Then I'm embarrassed because I had to send out 2 emails because the first email I had all my links all wonky. I was up so late working on that damn resource for you guys that I just mixed up all my shit. And then I had a bunch of coaching clients today. My group coaching program meets today. So I was all jumbled up. But anyway, download the resource. It's going to help you if you're at the point where you're feeling like I'm taking on too many clients, I'm at capacity, I'm not quite ready to invest in a contractor or invest in a part-time person or a full-time person, but I'm dropping the ball, but I need this damn check. I need this income, and because I need this income, I need a resource I need some way to fix my business, and it's definitely not going to be taking on more clients. So I'm in that handbook, I kind of share the framework for how to get out of having to take on so many clients. I share with you guys basically the framework that I followed to get my business to where it is now. That $16,000 a month was definitely a fluke for how it worked out, but I learned how to make that be repeatable and actually better working with far less people. So essentially, the moral of the story is I made 24,000 in September in cash, by the way, working with focusing on just two programs. I launched my mastermind and I still have my one-on-one coaching program. Now, granted, I had some other contract work coming through, but still, that was the more money than I had made killing myself in June. Just 3 months later, I figured it out. And so I share exactly what I figured out, which is obviously a framework for, taking on less clients. That fucking framework works, y'all. And I'm so sorry I curse so much. I have such a potty mouth. But anyway, I'm just telling you guys because I'm so hype about this. I see a lot of people really like quantity hustling for clients. Like you're quantity hustling to get clients because you have to have that many clients in order for you to pay your bills, to keep your lifestyle up, to support your family, to contribute to your household, to pay down that friggin' debt. And it was something that was really stressing me out because I don't want to quantity hustle for clients. I want to feel safe enough with the number of clients that I actually want to work with and can afford to, both with my time and my mental capacity. I needed to figure out how to lower that damn number, increase my value. And so the framework that I shared, thanks Emma, but the framework that I share in that handbook is what, obviously it's the framework for my program. If you want to look at my program, that's on you, but the handbook, regardless if you look at my program or not, is still going to tell you the framework that I follow so that you can start to try to replicate that for yourself. Tasha said a lot of bookkeepers do this. It's overkill. Yes. Oh, well, Tasha, bookkeepers or anyone who has a service-based business where you are the primary person doing the work, so like a consultant, professional services, if you're a done-for-you service-based entrepreneur, designers, creatives, we do all the work. So you are literally exchanging all your time for money. So if you want to make more money, you have to add more time, right? Which means you need more clients. We do not want our lives to be that way. And if you want your life to be that way, that's on you. But if you don't have a team, it's going to really take a toll. It's taking a toll on my personal life. I used to stay up until 3-4 o'clock in the morning, not on a whim like I did last night because I'm crazy, but that was my normal life. I had to, because I had to keep my full-time job, and then I had to work on my business at night, and then some client would turn something in late that would mess up my whole trajectory of my schedule. Like I would have to push everybody's project back, then it would make me look bad, so I had to just stay up and work because I didn't want to look bad. It spirals. It really does spiral. You guys see the passion. I'm back on live again, so I'm not going to make this a whole long live unless you guys have questions for me about, my situation or how I overcame that, the framework, the handbook. Let me know in the comments now, either on Facebook. I'm still on Facebook, or in Instagram if you have questions about anything I talked about. Otherwise, the link in my bio it's like the second option in my link in my bio for you to get the handbook. It's a free resource. It's like 26 pages. It's jam-packed. Obviously, I'm talking about the framework. The framework is how I created my mastermind. I'm giving you pieces of that framework that you can actually implement. I tell you the full framework though. So if you're like, oh, she's just gonna sell her mastermind. Well, of course I'm selling my mastermind, but you don't need the mastermind if you can do, or if you're doing all of these pieces. And if you're not able to afford the mastermind, look at the free resource because it breaks down the full framework, and it's gonna say, you need to figure out, X, Y, and Z. You need to have, these are the components of that. It really breaks it down for you. So I'm really proud of it, and it's pretty. Y'all branded the hell out of this thing. So anyway, I hope you guys grab it, and I will be back for lives tomorrow because Instagram likes me again. All right, nobody has questions, so I'll let you guys go. Bye. I'll post this replay. Okay, and then I said that I was going to, I thought I put this somewhere though. Bye, Facebook.